What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Bright Like Sunny here as always, bright and fantastic. I want to welcome you all to basically my first one, my advice column, my Ask Sunny, my numero uno. Yes, very exciting. All these questions came from my social media. They came from my followers just DMing me questions, tweeting me questions. I left a blurb open on my Instagram story for questions for this specifically, so be on the lookout for that for the next segment. And for these Ask Sunny segments, I'm going to keep them relatively light. Only going to do about 5 to 6 questions because I don't want to just sit here and talk y'all ear off, because I definitely can. Okay, that's a possibility. I'm going to try to avoid that. So to keep it light, keep it fun and fresh, we're going to do 5 to 6 questions every episode. And yeah. Number 1, what made you want to start an OnlyFans? Probably the idea that I can make money without leaving my house. I'm always looking for new ways to make my money without leaving my house. And I've always supported sex workers, like always 100%. I've never had anything negative to say about them. And I also had a lot of people asking me if I sold photos. So I figured, yeah, I could start. Might as well. So basically that's what it was. And I would suggest you to go ahead and start as well. It's a great fucking time. Like, OnlyFans is lit. Number 2, how are you non-monogamous but you're in a relationship? Make it make sense. First of all, tone it down, okay? Calm down. Calm down. If your partner has a full understanding of what it means for you to be non-monogamous and they don't have any issues with it, and you know there are boundaries put in line and you stay respectful, it's very possible for a non-monogamous individual to be with a monogamous individual. There does require a lot of communication and maturity and everything, but it's very possible. There are a lot of non-monogamous people in relationships right now. Number 3, why do you only do simple tats? I'm trying to get a back piece. Well, sir, kudos to you getting your back piece. I can direct you to a different tattoo artist. I only do simple tattoos because I used to work at a tattoo shop. The minimum at the shop that I used to work at was $40, which is actually relatively low considering what, now that I live in New York and stuff, the shop minimums out here are like $150, $250, which is fine if you're trying to get a portrait, or like you're trying to get a back piece. So spending a minimum of $250 is no issue. But there are people that want small, like words, you know, like lettering, a date, simple things, and I don't feel like it's fair for you to have to pay like $250 just to sit in my chair for you to be there for 10 minutes. Not everyone wants gigantic pieces. There are some people with tattoos that only want little ones, so I only do simple tattoos to cater to that specific group of individuals that don't want no gigantic ass pieces, you know. I'll need to start doing more intricate ones moving forward, especially when I get better and stuff, but definitely sticking to the simple ones right now just to make it easier for people to get simple ones and to save people money, realistically speaking. Number 4, would you ever have sex with a gay man? Yes, 100%. I don't even have to think about it that hard. I sure would have sex with a gay man. Why? Because gay men are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous and they're so clean. Oh my god, yo, they're so clean. And I know that there are some very, very attractive gay men. Like, I absolutely would do it. And it's crazy that you asked me this, because as of late I've been getting a lot of like questions and DMs from gay men asking me if I would participate in things like that with them. Haven't said no, I haven't said yes as of yet, but hypothetically speaking, I absolutely would have sex with a gay man because, you know, people are pretty and I like pretty people. Number 5, your Twitter name is Stiletto Stud, but you don't look like a stud to me. What do you identify as? I don't identify as anything. I don't really like labels or anything like that. But I do understand though that sometimes labels are put in place for people to understand things better. So if I did have to give myself a label, I would consider myself like a non-binary STEM lesbian. My name, Stiletto Stud, is actually kind of like a play on my masculine and feminine energies at the same time, because most studs aren't known to wear stilettos, but I consider myself I don't know, I consider myself very, very fluid, very free. I do dress very boyish a lot of times because it's comfortable, but then I will still wear my 25 millimeters, you know. I think it's all about balance, and that's basically what my Twitter name is about, like having balance in that. Everybody has both. And I feel like one of the, a goal as, you know, a successful human would be to find a way to balance them nicely, and I think I did a pretty good job. So yeah, I don't identify as anything, but if you absolutely had to put me in a category, I would say that I am a non-binary STEM lesbian. STEM meaning like between a femme and a stud, like not really super girly, not really super boyish, just like a happy medium in the middle. Okay, number 6. We can wrap it up after this. What advice would you give someone wanting to start sex work? Ah, great. Yes. So glad you asked this question. The advice that I would give someone interested in starting sex work, I would definitely say make sure, first and foremost, make sure that it is 100% something that you are willing to do and comfortable with. Don't force yourself to do anything that you're not comfortable with just because, the money is good. Like, don't do that to yourself because, videos like this, they can, videos, pictures, whatever it is, they can stick with you for a while. So if you're not comfortable with it, by all means, please stay far away from it. Another thing I would say, don't use your real name on any forms of social media. It's just for your safety. Honestly, there are a lot of creeps out here that take advantage of sex workers, specifically black sex workers as well. So be very, very careful of that. Don't put your real name or address out on anything. And thirdly, I would say find your niche. Like there are different strokes for different folks. Different people like different things. You don't have to make, BDSM videos on Pornhub if that's not your thing. You don't have to make masturbation videos if that's not your thing. You can make ASMR videos. There are literally 100 million different forms of sex work that you can participate in. So definitely find the one that you're most comfortable with because you would be surprised what people like, bro. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised. So yeah, just find your niche. Don't go with what everybody else is doing because that might not work for you, Lastly, I would say enjoy the content that you're making. Make sure that you're enjoying yourself because people can tell. Like at the end of the day, you are selling something to someone. And if you look like you're not enjoying yourself, then why would they want it? So definitely just make sure that you're enjoying yourself and pay attention to the needs of your clients. And stay safe 100%. If you live in a state that allows guns, get one. If you don't believe in guns, get a really big knife. Get tasers, pepper spray. You need anything, especially with all the women getting kidnapped. Of the 64,000 black women that are missing right now, it is so pertinent to be 100% cognizant of your safety at all times. But yeah, that's how I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my very first Ask Sunny. It's lit. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, that you want me to answer on these, you can DM them to me. You can tweet them at me. All my links are right there available and shit. Shameless plug for the maker of my necklace, Ancient Aura Jewelry on Instagram. They are awesome. They have a lot of 24 karat gold and 18 karat gold pieces, and they're absolutely amazing. They're very, very Afrocentric, and I dig it. And then also, Brooklyn or Bust, shout out to them. Their Instagram is Brooklyn or Bust app. They are the cool ass creators of this hat that I got on my head right now. So yeah, hit them up. Hit up Brooklyn or Bust. Hit up Ancient Aura and tell them Sunny sent you. And yeah, until next time, God bless.